How's it going, guys? It is David Clayden from KZR Racing once again, and welcome back to the third part of our F1 25 Breaking Point 3 for what will be start of chapter number 12 today. And it's been quite a topsy-turvy story so far in the tale of the 2025 season for Konnersport, but things seem to be slowly on the mend as we progress through the story, particularly between Devon and Callie. And we're going to go into the start of Chapter 12 at the Italian Grand Prix 2 months later. Consistency over the past few races has helped Konnersport start to slowly close the gap to their first-place rivals Red Bull. Before the Italian Grand Prix, though, Devon Butler makes an important discovery that he is keen to share with his sister.
Well, the team will be a success. And you propose, what exactly, a sale? How's that going to look, Mike? We've only just acquired the team.
But the projections...
Projections be damned! Read my lips. We are not selling Konnersport. As long as I'm still breathing, I will see California make a name for herself on this team. We will continue to support this team, and this team will continue to support Callie.
But
I have another meeting to attend. Good day, gentlemen.
You wanted to know why he risked so much. Guess now we know. You okay?
Yeah.
You know, when Dad left me the business, I didn't ask for it. I mean, I didn't want it. I don't know. I felt ungrateful for feeling that way.
But it means he cared.
Yeah. In his way.
In his way. I'm gonna watch it one more time.
Yeah, sure.
The team will be a success. And you propose...
It has all now come to light. We're going to go to the pre-race of the Italian Grand Prix with reports of the financial troubles that Butler Global started to be reported in the media. The Konnersport team are hoping for another standout performance from their drivers to show the world that they are serious about contending for the championship. Yeah, this is... things have gotten very, very real now. It's the whole situation between Davidoff, Callie and Devon has now come firmly full circle. Davidoff bought the team to ensure Callie's future in the sport, something that Callie never thought would be possible. We're going to go to the first bit of admin now. This is in regards to the board cutting funding. This ongoing thing with that guy Mike in the past and in the past phone calls. We got a choice of disrupt and oppose. We're going to continue to try and play the sneaky game here, the sneaky buggers, and we're going to continue to disrupt the. We're going to continue to disrupt proceedings and just carry on focusing on what we're doing, while at the same time trying to keep the board off our backs and say, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but not. And the contract renewal as well for Noah Bell has been accepted, so that's an added additional bonus. As we now go through, we've got to sort out all the admin, news, social emails and that. But I do feel we're going to get a call from someone soon, most likely Devon or Callie or Aidan.
Buongiorno, Devon.
It's not buongiorno, Andreo. It's a nightmare. Just heard the board's idea to cut funding for this season. I thought you were trying to stop it.
Hey, I am, but it's tricky. I'm playing both sides, Devon. It's a horrible position to be in. I can't do both jobs.
Well, stop. Just play our side. Your job is to answer to me.
Devon, there's a saying in Italian. He who does the work himself does the work of 3 men.
Oh, okay. Is this an Italian lesson, is it?
No, I'm saying, if you want to make a change, maybe it's time for you to take control yourself. I'm the man in the middle. That can't work forever. Take charge.
I'll have a think. You can hold the fort for now, though, yeah?
Absolutely. Listen, I have to go. Pre-race briefings soon. Now you think about what I said, okay? Ciao.
Ciao.
Well, Andrea is now starting to put pressure on, starting to put the emphasis on Devon, that he's now got to start making key decisions here that are going to be vital to the future of the sport. And now we've got pressure from up top. Apparently, Devon has been putting pressure on the team through the media to deliver a good result. We can agree with him, which is we got to get first place in this race, or we can go cautious, which is third or above. Considering where we currently are in this, we don't want to be rattling too many cages here, so I chose the cautious option for third or above, because I don't know what this race is going to entail for us as we go to mid-race in the Italian Grand Prix. An extraordinary performance in qualifying set Aiden Jackson up well for the race in Monza, leading from the start. He now finds himself under pressure from current world champion Max Verstappen.
Verstappen's closing in on Jackson, looking to overtake, switches to the right, has to switch to the left, Jackson moves again, but that's got to be an issue with the stewards.
They'll definitely be looking into that one, because he's moved twice there under the braking zone. It was certainly enough to block Verstappen.
And it has been noted by race control, so let's see what the stewards say.
Okay, Aiden, I'm afraid you've been given a drive-through penalty. Copy? What? Oh, come on! Why? Moving under braking, mate. We've got 3 laps to serve the penalty, so box within 3 laps, please. But I gave him space! Okay, fine.
So, yeah, this is a little bit ironic considering what's happened in the recent Spanish Grand Prix not too long ago. Aiden Jackson has copped a drive-through penalty for moving under braking on, again, Max Verstappen of all people. But I had a choice in this thing. We had 3 laps to serve the penalty, so I had a choice on what to do here, and ultimately I decided that I was going to go the whole 3 laps. I was going to leave it right to the last possible moment to serve this penalty and just bang in quali laps and the whole while doing it, and then come in at the end of the 3 laps to serve that penalty. As we cut to the end of that period, you'll see a notification pop up above you: drive-through penalty, serve penalty this lap. So I've got to serve the penalty at the end of what will be lap 9 as it stands, or otherwise I'll get disqualifications. So we're going to come into the pits this lap. We managed to build up quite a sizable gap. It wasn't too much towards Verstappen I was concerned about. It was the Leclerc behind him on the hard tyres. So as we serve our drive-through now on the pit lane speed limiter, Verstappen's going to go past. Nothing I can do about that, but we're going to wait and see. As there's the car appears on the mini-map, we've got to we're going to give him the space. He's going to get to the corner before us. Nothing I can do about that, but we are in prime position to take back that 3rd place. That will be the main objective for us that we need to achieve here, as well as pit and serve the penalty and push to the end and recover as many positions as possible. And that is what I tried to do. We get Leclerc into the Variante Bassa, the 2nd chicane, but it was literally a case of then I just had to knuckle down and do my best to catch Max Verstappen. And as we go through towards the end of the lap now, I pushed as hard as I could. You can see I've got the fastest lap of the race, but yeah, a couple of points in those laps that I was pushing as hard as I could. I pushed a little bit too hard, and as you can see, no battery left at the end of the straight of as we head into Parabolica. Yeah, just not quite. If I hadn't made those mistakes, I would have caught Verstappen. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, we managed to achieve the objective, but I know I was a little bit peeved off at the end of this race because I know I could have done so much better and won this race if I hadn't made those mistakes.
Good effort. Just
Give me
didn't
your
have
thoughts
pace
on
today.
Jackson's drive-through penalty this afternoon.
Well, I've had a look, Crofty, and for me, it's pretty clear-cut. I mean, he's defended late and then moves back to his line, all under the braking zone, and it's not like he doesn't know what the rules are.
That's a very good point. Question I've got, does he make that move against anyone other than Verstappen? I wonder.
Well, Aidan, tough day. You've received a penalty for moving under braking against Verstappen. What's your take on it?
Yeah, it's frustrating, but look, the stewards made their call and I've got to accept that. That maybe I moved a bit late, but I felt like I gave them space, and, you know, apparently that's not how the stewards saw it, so the team deserved better, and I'm sorry it turned out that way.
Did you feel you had to defend more aggressively today because it was a Red Bull behind you?
I think I'm just out there driving for the team right now. Obviously, it's great to be high up in the driver standings, but I'm going to do whatever I can for Konnersport this season. Every single point matters, and that means we've got to be aggressive when we can. But it also means defending with all we've got. So, you know, I'm just fighting to keep Konnersport in contention, that's all.
The season's not over yet, but how would you assess your performance so far this season?
I'd say it's a mixed bag. I've had some really strong performances, but I know I can do better. Look, there are a few missed opportunities I'm not happy with, like today, for example. And I just think I need to be more consistent if I want to challenge for that World Championship.
Thank you so much for your time.
Interviews done and dusted. We head to post-race in the Italian Grand Prix. Hit with a penalty while defending against Max Verstappen, Aidan Jackson still manages to finish the Italian Grand Prix in a solid position for Konnersport. Post-race, Devon Butler looks to inspire the team to maintain their run of form. As we go into what appears to be, we're going to do a little bit of the admin now. Go through all the bits and pieces for our new social and emails and whatnot. I just waited for a little bit to see what would happen, and apparently we're not getting any calls, which is really weird. Normally we get a phone call, so we're just going to skip straight into what I believe will be the next cutscene.
So no, Aidan, we won't be appealing. The stewards were right, you know that.
I gave him space.
Okay, nothing more today, thank you.
Can't let this slip away, people. Red Bull are pulling ahead, Ferrari won't let up. Discipline, focus, we can still do this.
Did you talk to them?
Yeah, they're not going to invest.
Run the numbers by me. I can help it make sense to them.
Thanks, Andrew.
For the good of the team.
He's good, isn't he?
What?
I said Andrea's good. He actually likes the business side of things.
Yeah, he's great with the board.
And you're really not.
Yeah, thanks for that.
But you're good in the garage. And in the paddock. You have good instincts. People listen to you. You know how to win.
You said my ideas were mad.
Only when you're panicking.
Okay, where are you going with this?
Stop spending your life pandering to the suits.
Well, I mean, that's what I do now, yeah? I pander to the suits.
Just because Dad says so. You don't have to do this, Dad. You can change it.
Look, I appreciate the effort, but I somehow don't think it's that simple, okay?
You used to be a maverick, Dev. What happened?
Well, words from Cali there as the Mexican Grand Prix 1 month later for Chapter 13, with Devon Butler's time continually split between his duties at Butler Global and Konnersport. He looks for a way to be able to focus on what really matters to him as the grid heads to Mexico City. He may have just found that answer. So, Cali, Devon now seems to be listening to Cali right now.
The gap to first place is not insurmountable. Remember, we don't beat Red Bull by copying them. Okay, just a heads up before we get into it.
Shouldn't we wait for Andreo?
Yeah, I've been meaning to tell you.
We kept doing each other's jobs. It was ridiculous.
So Devon put you on the board of Butler Global?
It didn't happen overnight.
So Andreo would take care of things at Butler Global, deal with the board, keep me in the loop, and I would steer the ship at Konnersport. One of the best ideas I ever had.
Why was that necessary?
Well, if we were gonna compete with Red Bull, we had to take some risks. We needed a maverick.
You?
Me. Long story short, I'm principal now.
What? Wait, you knew about this?
Doesn't matter, Jackson. Listen, the most important thing, and I cannot stress this enough, trust me, and we will bring home the trophy.
Well, Andrea and Devon, you can't argue with what the logic there. Andrea and Devon were doing each other's jobs, so yeah, let's just put Andrea on the board and have Devon run the team. And as we get the first cutscene with Devon as team principal, this is the follow-up on the Eckenberger watch sheet for Legacy Media, and we've got the choice here for we can do it alone by ourselves, or we can do it with our sister Cali. So I had a think about that, and I chose with Cali because I figured that would be ideal for them to get together and do a little something. Now they're on the same page, and then we got That's Entertainment, another popular TV show. Wants one of our team members as guests in that. Now we had Cali's option as she was a fan of the show, and but ultimately I chose Aiden just to split the responsibilities and everything to see how well things go there. But just to split the responsibility between both our drivers and us.
Andreo!
Looks like the word is out about our new roles.
Yep, just reading some of it now. Big story, big story.
Yeah, big story.
Listen, are you, this is what you wanted, right? And you said this was what was best for the team.
If it's good for Konnersport, it's good for all of us. That's what I said, and I stand by it. How do you want to handle the media?
Just say we'll put something out official soon.
And will we?
Probably. Look, I know I've said it before, but I just want to thank you for your support, mate. I don't know where I would be without you.
Hey, anytime, Devon.
You 1 in a million, Andreo. You know that, right? Ugh. Look, I gotta head. I'll talk to you soon, all right? Ciao.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got everything all set in place now. As you can see in the drivers' standings, it's actually close with Verstappen in first, Cali second, and Aiden third.
Aha, Mike, man of the hour. How you doing?
Good, thanks. Devon, I'm ringing to chat further about Konnersport and the...
Yeah, we do need to chat, don't we? Thing is, I've been chatting to Andreo a lot.
Have you?
Yeah, thing is, Mike, I'm the boss here. You understand? Andreo's never been on your side. He's been doing what I want. He's been telling you what I want you to hear.
Of course. I totally respect the way...
And as the boss, I fancied having a little look at the list of investments you proposed to the board.
Oh, I can assure you all of the investments I've laid are perfectly...
Failures, Mike! They're failures. You've invested in bubbles and scams. Seems to me that the best route for profitability for Butler Global is Konnersport. So I've shared that troubling information with the board themselves, and they feel you've not fulfilled your fiduciary duty. Yeah. We've agreed that your services are no longer required.
I'm telling you, with some more time, we can see those investments go.
You're done, mate. You're done. Enjoy retirement. Ciao.
Yes, Devon is now finally putting his foot down and running the team and his business as he needs to in a way that works for him.
Hey, Cal.
Hey, Dev. So, how does it feel to be principal?
Like it was made for me. Yeah. So listen, I have a suggestion.
Go on.
The Eichenberger thing. Why don't we do it together? You and me. I mean, it's got to happen somehow, and it makes sense for us to do it as a pair.
Arm in arm, slow motion, flowers in our hair.
Do you know how long it takes to get my hair to look this good every morning? No. No flowers. Seriously, though, what do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. Why don't you just do it?
Devon being a solo high achiever, it's old hat, mate. And being together would be good for the team image, I think, you know? It's a family thing. It'd be weird if you weren't there.
Can't exactly say no to the new team principal, can I? All right, let's do it. I mean, who knows? It might actually be fun.
I'll book it in. Go well today. See you at the briefing.
Ciao.
Seems now that all the past tensions and everything between Devon and Callie have now been, I wouldn't say finally put to bed, but it's now been smoothed over to a point where they're comfortable doing things together now, and like everyone knows, especially Callie, she knows that Devon is where he wants to be, and he's going to make the right decisions that are going to benefit the team. And now we're going to go into the race. We have one little thing to take care of here: press problems. It seems a reporter has been saying things in the media, and we've got a choice of we can antagonise him and say we're going to finish first no matter what, or we could just ignore him and stick to where we are, where we know what's going on with the car and where our pace is, which is beat the target time within 2 laps. And I think now the way Devon is, he's not going to entertain these little media boys and that. He's just going to ignore them. We know where we are in the team. We know how good we are. So let us now go into mid-race of the Mexican Grand Prix. A topsy-turvy and highly competitive Mexican Grand Prix has put Konnersport in a position for Aiden Jackson to make a late push. To be able to pull this off, though, he looks for help from his teammate Callie Mayer further ahead.
Okay, Callie, I need to play the team game here. Aiden's just made his stop, and I want you to try and hold up those behind you so we can close the gap up for him, all right?
Copy, can do.
Okay, so we've got to do a bit of backing up as Callie Mayer first before we switch to Aiden Jackson. Hold on to our position and then get Aiden into the mix as well. So first thing I did, though, we had the bonus objective of the target time, which I selected, and it's going to pop up on the left-hand side. We have to beat a 1:21.8 within 3 laps. I went ahead and did that first as Callie Mayer. I just wanted to make sure I got that particular objective buttoned up and done, because I didn't want to end up like I didn't know how quickly Aiden was going to catch up to us. So I just wanted to play it safe and just get this done as Callie Mayer. And then we spent this entire lap braking early and slowing everyone up. You can see Lawson, Leclerc behind me, as well as we head into the stadium section. We're going to cut now to Aiden Jackson.
Here in Mexico, we're being treated to some brilliant defending from Callie Mayer, and she's building quite the line of traffic behind her.
Some great team driving going on here from a Konnersport perspective, because Mayer's definitely backing this pack up, and her teammate Jackson is now catching.
And he's got the fresher tyres on, so let's see if he can make quick work of them.
Okay, mate, Callie's done her bit and set them all up for you. Now it's over to you. Get to work. Yep, got it.
So Aiden's now got his instructions clear, past everyone, and that Callie has held up for us, which includes the Haas of Esteban Ocon, the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, and the Red Bull of Liam Lawson. So that was the work that we did as Callie Mayer over the course of that lap, just slowing everyone down. As we come off the final turn, we're going to dump all the ERS in the means of catching up to Ocon. We don't get DRS for some reason. There's a little thing with the cutscenes here that don't quite work. We have to get back in the slipstream of Ocon, do a bit more ERS, and then we have to really make this lunge down the inside. It was a bit more of a hard-earned move than I wanted it to be, considering we cut on to the story before we even went into the DRS zone. So now we're going to focus on going into the second sector now as we catch up to Leclerc, and we're just going to sneak it down the inside into this mini stadium section here, and that is going to put us up into P7, and Liam Lawson is in P6 just ahead of us. We're on lap 14 right now. As we head to the end of that lap, we're going to get DRS as well as we head towards the big stadium section. We're going to make another lunging move down the inside of Liam Lawson. This is P6 now for the Mexican Grand Prix, and now we've got Callie Mayer ahead of us, and ahead of her is just two more cars that we need to overtake in order to get that P3 that we need. But I reckon the pace we've got, because the leaders are actually not that far apart, we're going to out-traction Callie off the final corner. We're going to get we're going to pull back onto the racing line and give her the tow down the straight to keep her ahead of Liam Lawson there, and that's going to be our team duties for the day done. As we move on further through lap 15, we catch up to Lando Norris, who's slow off that infield section. We're going to get good traction there as we go into the S's, round the outside, take the racing line, and now Aiden is looking at a familiar figure, Max Verstappen, and this one is not going to be as controversial as it was in Italy. Good traction off the final corner, plenty of ERS. We're going to dump it all before we even get to the DRS zone and overtake Verstappen, and we're going to stay off the racing line. We're not going to give him that tow down the straight to give him a chance to come back at us, and now we only have two cars left ahead of us, Piastri in second and Hamilton leading. So now we're going to follow the same recipe that we've done the last couple of times, a little bit of understeer as we catch up to the back of Piastri there, so the dirty air is a bit more prolific again in this game. We're going to follow Piastri through the stadium section like we've done with Callie Mayer and Max Verstappen. We're going to wait until we come off this corner. We're going to get the traction down, good traction down on the fresher tyres, dump the ERS that we've saved up behind Piastri, and power past him with the aid of DRS as well. As soon as we get here, we're going to stay off the racing line, not give Piastri the slipstream, and now we focus on our compatriot and seven-time champion ahead of us, Lewis Hamilton in the Ferrari. He can only be dreaming about leading the Grand Prix at this rate, the way his season's going, but we can only hope in real life it gets better for both him and Leclerc in real life as it does. But we're in-game. We're going to start the last lap. We're going to come up off the corner, a little bit further ahead of us, but we've saved up ERS, we've got DRS, and it is another slam dunk manoeuvre as we overtake the Brit in the Ferrari, and that is going to be it for the Mexican Grand Prix. Slowly through turns 1 and 2, just to make sure we've got the line, and towards the end of the lap now, a little bit pushing a little bit hard, but we managed to build a little bit of a gap. Hamilton did well to stick with us, but I wasn't driving as hard as soon as I got past those, because I knew I could keep him at arm's length as we come out of the final corner to win the Mexican Grand Prix with Aiden Jackson. That more than makes up for Monza after what happened there, and it's put us back in contention for both drivers and constructors titles.
There are selfish drives and there are selfless drives. And that was a truly selfless drive from Callie Mayer today. It put Aiden Jackson in an excellent position for that strong finish.
It really did. The team benefits from it wholly. And it's never a nice position to be in as a driver, being asked to do that, but hats off to them.
And it's a result that brings Jackson and Mayer even closer together in the driver's standings, whilst in the constructors, Konnersport are really starting to make a push now as the end of the season gets ever closer.
Scenes at the end of that Mexican Grand Prix post-race, putting in a truly altruistic performance. Callie Mayer helps her teammate Aiden Jackson making a stunning comeback in Mexico and give Devon Butler a race to remember as his first in the role of team principal. Very, very good race from both of us there. Proper team drive that sees us closing on Red Bull and Max Verstappen in both championships. So we've got a few little bits of admin to take care of now, and no doubt we're going to get the phone calls rolling in soon from either Devon or Andrea. There we go.
Hi, Devon.
Jackson, good job today, mate.
Yeah, thanks. The car felt good. And, you know, Callie was unreal today. She really supported me out there.
You drove the wheels off it, son. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that we're full steam ahead on upgrades for Vegas. We are going all out for the title.
That's great. We can do this.
Want to add to your F2 trophy, maybe?
Yeah, it's been a journey. Even, you know, a few years ago when we were just crashing into each other every weekend. Look at where we are now.
Yeah, time flies, mate. It's been a ride, huh? We're having a gathering to celebrate the result later. I'll see you there.
Yeah, the relationship between those two has changed quite drastically as well. Yeah, both Devon and Aiden have changed in ways that have definitely benefited both of them in both their careers and their lives as well. So we're going to go straight to Chapter 14, the Las Vegas Grand Prix 1 month later. With only a few races left in the season, every point matters. With the team riding high off their recent successes, Callie Mayer looks to shine under the lights in Las Vegas, setting her sights squarely on the Red Bull duo of Verstappen and Lawson. So we won that race with Aiden. Now it's time to go out there and do the business with Callie, it seems.
How are we looking? Yeah, we're looking strong, Callie. We can start to push now, so I want you to put some pressure on the Red Bulls, okay?
Leave it to me.
Well, no preamble. We're just jumping straight in the deep end, and the objective is clear. Beat Verstappen and Lawson at the end of this race. So we waste no time. We're going to get past the Williams of Carlos Sainz before the objectives even load up. We've also got the objective to get to third before lap 10, and we've only got a few laps to do it actually, so we better knuckle down and get on with it as we flow through this section at the start of the lap. We're going to cut to later towards as we come on to the back straight, and we've got a back marker ahead of us, so I'm not too sure who that is, but we're going to catch up to now. Good, Lance Stroll. Of course it's Lance Stroll. Actually, I'm kind of glad I didn't catch up to him, because that's an awkward place to catch a back marker. So we're going to use him, get a toe and slingshot down the straight. Hopefully we are close enough to get the DRS. We are not, so we're going to skip ahead towards the end of that straight. And now we're going to get a good drive on Lando Norris as we head across the start line. We're up into P5 as we set the fastest lap in the process, and now we've got Leclerc and Jackson directly ahead of us. So Jackson is in the third place spot as we go around the outside of Leclerc at the end of the first DRS straight here. Just make sure we don't end up hitting that wall there. That would have been very disastrous if that was the case. And now we focus on our teammate ahead of us, Aiden Jackson, who's looking a little bit slow through this section. I'm not going to lie, he seems to be holding us up more than helping us out here. So we're going to get the drive off this corner, and hopefully before that corner we're going to get round him. But Aiden's going to give us a good fight here. He's not going to let this one go as easy as it seems. It's going to make us awkward into this corner. I don't want to run him out wide there. I've deliberately compromised my own line because I don't want to end up running Jackson into the wall there. So yeah, we got the third place, but that was a little bit too sketchy for my liking. As now we move on to lap 10 at the end of the first DRS straight, coming into the start of the second sector. We've now got Liam Lawson in our crosshairs, and just ahead of him is our main target, our competitor for the Drivers' Championship, as it turns out, and that is Max Verstappen. So we're going to do what we did before. We're going to get good line through this corner, get the drive off that corner. Unfortunately, we don't have to use as much ERS as we did the last time as we power passed Liam Lawson down this sort of straight, but it isn't quite straight, towards the actual straight, the strip of Las Vegas. And now we dump the ERS because we want to get within range of Max Verstappen. I'm not too sure if we did or not. We're going to see if we have for DRS. We have got DRS, and that has made all the difference. So we're going to open the DRS. We've come off the ERS because we don't want to waste too much of it. Now we're going to deploy a little bit more to catch up to Verstappen, but there is a back marker in front of us as Esteban Ocon. I didn't want to make that lunge in case I ended up running into the Haas, and this is going to help us as Ocon is actually off-put Verstappen quite badly, and we've taken advantage of that and gone straight through the middle of them, sort of a reverse Mika Hakkinen, if you will, and that's before the start of lap 11. That is going to be it. We hold on until lap 13. The Red Bulls couldn't touch us. We pulled away from the end as we power down the strip now towards the home straight for the final time. We go through under the warp bridge onto the second to last straight, and this was a really good drive. I actually really liked Las Vegas in this Konnersport car. The circuit seemed to have a bit more flow than it did last time. But there we go. Kalle Meyer wins the Las Vegas Grand Prix, and that puts the title fights going into the final chapter in anyone's hands.
Well, Konnersport will be overjoyed with that. They've outscored Red Bull today, which at this point in the season is crucial.
Yeah, I must confess, Crofty, I didn't think Konnersport could continue to compete at this level, but they're really giving Red Bull a run for their money.
With just a couple of races left to come this season, things really couldn't be much closer.
Kalle, a huge result today. You gained ground on both Red Bull drivers. So how does it feel to have taken such a crucial step in the title race?
I'm just so proud of the whole team. This result was a massive team effort from start to finish. The strategy, the car setup, everything came together perfectly today. And I'm just really pleased I was able to deliver on all the preparation that went into the race.
It's been a turbulent 12 months for Konnersport. Kasper Ackermann and Andre O'Connor both putting in stints as team principal. Now it's your brother Devon Butler. How much is he bringing to the championship at this late stage?
Yeah, we've been working through some tough times together over the years, but we've worked through it now. And I can honestly say it's been really great to have him in charge these last few races. Feels really good to finally work together towards a goal that we can both passionately believe in.
And you and Aidan so close in the standings. So come on, has it put any strain on your relationship? Has it changed the atmosphere at Konnersport in any way?
I mean, we like to keep it lighthearted. I think you have to when the stakes are so high. We have our own jokes and unique ways of trying to wind each other up. Yeah, banter, you know. He loves it, which might surprise a lot of people.
Okay, but one last question. It's the big one. Can Konnersport win the title?
Absolutely, we can.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
And with the interviews done, we're going to head now to what will be the post-race of the Las Vegas Grand Prix. Where better to put on a show? Kalle Meyer wows the crowd in Las Vegas to finish ahead of both Red Bull drivers, while the team continues to contend with swirling rumours regarding Butler Global. Their performance on track has put themselves within striking distance of Red Bull in the standings. So we've got it's all in our hands now as we head to what we will be the final chapter going into Abu Dhabi for the final race of the season.
Dev?
Cal, I just saw your interview and just thanks, I guess, you know, and I agree, it is nice to work together for a change.
Yeah, well, beats the arguments any day.
Yeah. Anyway, have you seen the news?
What news?
The Butler Global trouble's gone public. Story just came out during the race.
What? I thought you said that couldn't happen.
Yeah, these things have a way of getting out.
How are you handling it? What's going on?
Me and Andrea have it under control. It's okay. I'm just gonna have to try and no comment my way through the paddock for the rest of the day.
And what happens now? I mean, what does this mean?
You know what it means, Cal. Remember?
No one can argue with first place.
Exactly. See you at the debrief.
On my way.
Yeah, Devon's right. You can't argue with first place, and that's going to definitely silence any of the naysayers who think Konnersport is going to go on to do the Butler Global's problems.
Hey, Mum.
Hello, darling. Absolutely outstanding job today. Possibly your best ever race.
Yeah, better than standing around modelling watches. It was nice to actually do some driving.
I saw that. Quite the change of pace for you. Wasn't too awful in the end, though, shooting with Devon.
No, it was okay. I feel like, I don't know, it's always famous last words whenever I say something nice about Dev, but I think he's really turned a corner.
I know what you mean. He seems more mature.
Yeah, like an actual adult. I'm enjoying spending time with him. Ugh, I can't even believe I'm saying that.
Oh, I'm glad you're getting on. I'm really proud of you. Sometimes chalk and cheese can go together.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself. There's still time for him to stab me in the back.
Oh, expect the worst, but, you know, hope for the best. He's been through a lot too. Be gentle with each other.
Yeah, no promises. But you're right. I will do my best. I got a dash. Love you.
Love you too. Bye, bye, bye.
It's nice to hear from Evelyn. It's been a while since we've heard from her with all this drama going on. But guys, that is going to be the end of this episode. I will let you know now we're going to be doing something special for the final chapter in the next episode. There are two separate endings for both Callie and Aidan. I will be showing both of them in the final episode as well, and I'm going to devote one single chapter, one single video to that final episode to cap off what has been quite an interesting three parts of this Breaking Point story. So guys, if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and share this video around. It really does help. Feel free to comment. Your feedback is always important. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of these videos. I'm David Claydon of KZR Racing, and goodbye.